Yes. So we'll go ahead and start this up. So we are going to run the Servant all day. We're going to see how bad this is. Typically I run the blue-black control, but I'm going to diverge from that after looking at John's list last night. Mostly because I want to play those cool, sweet angels. So he's playing mono ruby. So as long as we outdraw him, we're on the defense most of this game. It looks it's not great. I think I can keep it though. We're gonna keep it because I do have turn 1 Chosen and turn 2 Mirror Knight to for him to run over. So we'll go ahead and do turn 1 Chosen. Hopefully we won't draw another Angel of Dawn on turn 2 because that would be really bad for us. There's only 3 5-drops left in the deck, so I went down to 23 shards. Changed a couple of things from John's. I don't have, what's it called, Dro's Walker in here. It just seems like a really clunky card for me to play. So he's in Sapphire, which is interesting. So he's Sapphire Ruby. That's pretty interesting. He might be playing some sort of variant as well. So I'm going to play the Mirror Knight and then play Ben. Because I feel like, I don't know, I think I'd rather have the Mirror Knight get bolted. Also, that way, if he doesn't bolt the Mirror Knight, then Lord Ben will draw me a card when he dies. So, seems pretty good. Would like to draw a resource here. And you kind of need to draw some resources, but I have a lot of 1 and 2 drops in the deck, so I could top deck some of those as well. So another Sapphire Shard and nothing else. Okay, so we're in pretty good shape already on this match because we are tempo. We're trying to push damage as quickly as possible. There's that Servant. So we'll go to the. Actually, you know, I'm gonna play Lord Ben now. Yeah, I'm gonna play this now in case he was gonna try to bounce my Mirror Knight to force the bounce. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't have the bounce. I could play Servant there, but it doesn't really take the Mirror Knight. I really wanted to get that Mirror Knight card draw off of if Lord Ben dies type of thing. Also, Lord Ben is going to draw me more cards in the long run, so he's a much better one. That's another one I added to the deck because there's a lot of humans in this deck, so more card draw seems pretty good. So he's not really doing a whole lot over there. Another Sapphire Shard. Okay. So, looks like Servant's coming down this next turn, unless I draw a Shard, in which case I could probably play Cloud Knight. Again, getting the Mirror Knight activation there. I just have the 1 Menacing Gralk in the deck because he's like a game ender type of card. So it's just like he must have all Ruby cards in hand and not drawing any Ruby Shards, I think is what's happening right now. Alright, we still can't play Cloud Knight. We'll play Servant in our second main phase. We might also draw into something to play here with Lord Ben. We did draw a Shard there, so that's definitely good for us. We got stifled a turn. Or no, did we? Actually, you know what? I drew it just in time, didn't I? So I'm not stifled a turn. We can draw another Mirror Knight, which seems pretty good. We can't get the Spectre because it's not a human. So seems pretty good. So I can go and play the Mirror Knight and the Servant. Some more card draw for the next. So if I play another card, it'll be double card draw when that card dies. Buccaneering my Lord Ben, probably. I don't know, something like that. I still have Servant, which can swing through for 2, which is pretty good. He's thinking, what's he gonna do? Yeah, Lord Ben. Yeah, not a big surprise there. But now I replay him, and now he draws me 3 cards when he dies. So, doesn't seem that good, that great. He also is basically has no other resources now too. So just go to attack step, swinging with Servant. Swing, and then second main phase we'll play Lord Ben. He'll draw me 3 cards next if he dies. And then I can still play Spectre if I need to later, next turn. So now he draws me 3 cards. That's just ridiculous. He really doesn't want this guy. Like, if he attacks, I almost want to just block with Lord Ben just to draw 3 cards off of him. Oh, he shouldn't attack here, though. If he does, then I swing in with the house. It's pretty bad for him. Falconeer. Okay. So I definitely might block some of those falcons with Lord Ben. I'll probably just swing in with Lord Ben. I mean, because either way, either I draw a card, possibly, off of him, his damage, or I draw 3 cards when he blocks him with one of these falcons. That seems pretty good. So, let's see if he blocks Lord Ben. I don't think that he will. Actually, I'd probably just go in with him and Servant, as I've got 2 Spectres in hand to replace the Servant, so it's not a big deal. Actually, I hope he blocks Lord Ben so I can draw another resource. No, okay. So, Countermagic, yep, not going to do it. Spectre. I also just dump out a bunch of Spectres here, I guess. There we go, we'll get the diamond in play, then we can play Cloud Knight next turn. And play another Spectre, why not? Tons of Spectres. There's that Countermagic. I don't know that we have to worry about too much sweep coming from his deck, but we might. I mean, if he had Heat Wave, that could kind of reset the board state at least. I don't know that it's a particularly a blowout. I do draw 3 cards off of Lord Ben, and all this other stuff draws cards. Well, not the Spectres, but the Mirror Knight will draw me a card, and Lord Ben's going to draw me. So I draw 4 cards if he sweeps. Plays a Gralk, sure. Swing in for some damage, I guess. And then I miss a turn, but I can Gralk in return. If I draw the right card, I can Gralk in response. So I'm going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's just 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage. Possibly. Yeah, sure. Take 11. None of my stuff will ready here. So if I don't get a good play, I'll probably play the Cloud Knight. Okay, well I guess I'll just Gralk in response to lock down his attack phase. And that should be game. So now he can't attack me next turn, and then I have a lot of stuff coming back at him. So he has to bounce his Gralk here. That's what needs to happen. He needs to be able to bounce his Gralk and replay it, so he needs Time Ripple. He needs, okay, so he can do it with Time Ripple. He can do it this turn. Actually, no, he can't, because Gralk will cost 1 more, so he can't do it. So it looks pretty good right now. He can Buccaneer his Gralk, but it won't be enough. Because I just push way too much damage here. Yeah, he Buccaneers his Gralk. It costs too much for him to replay. So that's that should be good games. Also have Countermagic for it. You know, in the following turn, because it costs way too much for him to replay now. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. -1, so I have 11 damage I'm pushing here. Well, 12, 13, 13 damage that I can push here in the next turn. I don't think he can stop it. Buccaneer again. And he's going to get my Gralk for whatever reason. Okay. So I still have a lot of damage. Let's see. So I've still got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is still enough damage to kill him if I swing the house. So it still is, still looks like game here. He's got one resource. I don't think he can do anything with that. So we'll just go ahead and proceed to our attack step. Swing in and see if he has any other tricks up his sleeve, which he might have a burn or something. But if he did, he should have burned like Ancestor Chosen a long time ago. Make sure everything's swinging. Yes, it is. Swing in. So I out-tempoed him. Yep, kills those guys, sure. So we'll go to game 2 here. Pretty good, pretty good. So that was... what's his name? Doman. So we'll go ahead and challenge again. Servant. I think we're in good shape as long as he doesn't have a sweep, you know, because a lot of our stuff has 2 toughness, so. Although I do have Countermagic, so eventually, when it gets to that point, I should be able to deal with it. Oh, it's so bad. Alright, we gotta mull this. Yeah, we can't deal with this, so. So we're gonna mull this. This looks better. This is fine. Yep, keep. This is a pretty strong opening with the 2 servants, so. We have the first card draw, so we get caught up on cards, so we're about even with him, but he has the first turn, so. Drops that Ruby Shard that he was looking for last time. So he could burn our servants when we play them. Do have the Countermagic for something later. His deck seems to run pretty slow so far, so I'm not sure that he's even running burn in there at this point. We'll see. If he is, well, okay, he should have burned in my end step if he had it, so I don't think he's even running burn at this point. So I'll get 2 damage right in, right away. Thunderbird, ho! So I guess I play the Thunderbird here because it's much more aggressive than the Servant is. And I don't think he has got removal. I didn't see like hardly any removal other than bounce in his whole deck, so I don't think that he's got removal like in the burn category. So we're just going to throw the Thunderbird out there. I only have 1 in the deck, so that should put him on a pretty quick clock. Next turn we got another Servant. I was kind of living dangerously there because I didn't play the Diamond Shard. If I draw an Angel, it's kind of awkward. Yeah, no Angel. So we got lucky there. So we definitely want to play Diamond Shard now. We'll go to attack step, swing in with our 4 damage. Play Servant, I guess, here. Although I could hold Countermagic to stop his removal, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think he has removal here. So, I don't know. Maybe if he has like, okay, he's going to counter our Servant. Okay, that's fine. There's only 2 left in the deck, and that just makes them cost 2, which I can easily play. So, no problems there. Not a whole lot of gas left for us, though. There's a Falconer. Just gonna put in those guys. Yep, Falconeer got a lot better. So that was one we probably could have the Countermagic for. Would have been nice. So what I'm going to do is bounce one of the falcons and swing in before combat, so we'll just go ahead and bounce it. And he should trade for the Thunderbird. So we'll just go ahead and bounce a falcon. Make him replay that. So he should trade for the Thunderbird here, I would think. No, he's going to take it. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me. Down to 12, so we're doing alright. We've got Countermagic in hand. He's got 5 cards on us, though, so that's quite a bit. Quite a lot of cards. We do get 2 card draws next turn off of our champion power, but we've kind of gassed out, so this looks like this should be his game at this point. He's got another... He can replay his bird. Probably has a better play than that, though, with 5 cards in hand. So there's a Gralk that we can't counter. Taps all our stuff down. We can't, so he gets to swing in for 2. So he's going to start catching up now. So this looks like his game at this point. I kind of like lost tempo. And that's one of the things you kind of have to accept when you're playing tempo. I'll be playing this deck all day, so we'll see how bad if it gets any better for me. Maybe I should have. If I had held Countermagic, that might have been better in that last situation. So I could have countered this guy, and that would have been a big deal. Draw our card. Okay, that's decent. We just need to draw the diamond to actually play it. We can still counter here, so we're in an okay spot. If he plays something else that's really mean, we're gonna take 4 damage. We're not trading our Mirror Knight for his Falconeer. He can play another Falcon here. So, not in a stupendous spot right now. He seems to be flooding though, so that's always good for us at this point. He hasn't played his Polka ability. He can play it twice right now. I don't know why. He should have played it last turn. Plays another Gralk. Yeah, I don't like that. We're gonna say no to that. You should know, though, that I'm not trading Mirror Knight for a Falconeer. I mean, yeah, that was kind of like it's better for him if I do that. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be conservative and not swing a Falconeer, which I think is a mistake. He is down on damage. I'm going to get to swing back if he swings through. So, I mean, I'm up on damage. I get 5 if he swings through. So he might just sit on defense here. Well, okay. So just swinging with the Gralk. That's perfectly fine. I get to play Cloud Knight here. I wonder if he's playing a playset of Gralk. I feel like that's kind of what he's trying to do. We have to play this resource. We can't play Cloud Knight, unfortunately. We don't have the diamond to play it. So we'll swing back with our Servant and Buccaneer. So that seems like a pretty bad block for him. Mirror Knight is, yeah, not the greatest, so... Seems to be afraid to swing his Falconeer into our Mirror Knight. I mean, I guess if he replays, he has one of the cards in his hands is one of the birds, and so like if I do trade, it's not horrible because then his bird is an 0-1 bird. It's not the greatest. We're up on damage. We're doing okay. Plays that really expensive Royal Falcon. So he's got blockers now. He's got good blockers. I need to draw some gas is what needs to happen here. I'm kind of like flooded on resources at this point too. Taking 2, sure. So I guess I'll swing back. He can trade all of his guys and still be kind of up on damage. I guess I could swing Mirror Knight and get at least 1 damage through maybe. Have to keep playing these shards because I have to draw cards, so I can't bluff with them. So I think we need to swing through, because if he swings back, then that's 6. Yeah, I guess we'll just force the blocks here. So, if he doesn't block, I'd be very surprised here. Okay, I'm very surprised here. Maybe he's got like a Gralk or something in hand, and he's just trying to tempo a bunch of damage through or something. If he tempos, he can deal 6 and then 8, so that's the game. Right there. So if he has a Gralk in hand, I can't really stop it, although he might think I have Countermagic in hand. For his Gralk again. So he might be holding off on it. He still has his champion ability, which is another problem here, so... Still, even though our life totals it looks really good for me, it's not that great. Given the card advantage and the fact that he can just take over the board state. I don't know what's in his hand, though. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and play that, so it looks like I'm going to be taking 3 from the Gore Feast. Yeah, I don't have the Countermagic for it, but I really kind of needed it. So here I will trade Mirror Knight for his Falconeer, if he swings in with Falconeer. I don't think that he will, though, because then his Falcon gets smaller. Oh, he's going to do it. Alright, well, so now I do trade Mirror Knight because that's a lot less damage. Not sure why. Oh, because of the Gore Feast thingy. So I think Gore Feast is going to win it for him. So he's got a lot of damage. Yeah, that's it. Gore Feast won it for him, so he out-tempoed me this time. Yep. So that's how it cookie crumbles sometimes. Had a strong opening there. Almost had enough, but just not quite enough. And also, I went down to 6 cards, so that didn't help either. So we got one more game. So best of 3. One last game here. Versus Domain. There he is. Playing the Servant deck. Play this all day. I feel like his curve is pretty high, though. I think there's a very good chance he could get stifled on resources as well. So I don't know if he's running like 24 resources or what. Oh, no! No! Not again! It's just not my day today. So we definitely have to throw this back. That's pretty horrible. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep this. So turn 2, Mirror Knight. In the turn 3, Ben. It's okay. So because of what we have, we definitely want to play our Diamond Shard first because we want to have the best chance we can get to play that turn 2 Angel. Turn 2 Angel could be a big problem for him as well. He is at 7 cards, so... Okay, so we can play Mirror Knight, play another Mirror Knight, and then play Lord Ben. So, it'd be really nice to get a turn 2 Angel here. Or Angels off the back of Cerulean Mirror Knight would be awesome too. So far I haven't seen like a turn 1 or turn 2 play out of his deck either, so it's pretty interesting to me to see what he's doing. He has Mirror Knights, sure. So that's the first time he's actually drawn his Mirror Knights. So we got that, and we've got our Mirror Knight, so we'll answer his Mirror Knight with a Mirror Knight. I haven't seen any buffs out of him, so I mean, I don't think he'll swing in. He could. I mean, it's not really very... I mean, it should just bounce off of my guy. If he has burn, like, I still don't even think he has burn in the deck. Okay, he's got Mentalist, sure. Kind of need to draw a resource here. Diamond resource would be good. Or an Angel, whatever. The thing about that Angel is, like, it's just one of those random things where it just kind of randomly wins you games. So, let's see what the next card is. Not an Angel. So we'll go ahead and play a Mirror Knight and then we'll play Lord Ben after that. We'll take 2 from his Mentalist. So no real good. At least I can double block his Mirror Knight if I need to. If he plays his whatever guy here, we're in big trouble. His yeah, Falconeer. Yeah, we're in big trouble now. Because now all these guys draw cards. We're in big trouble now. So now we're on the defense for like the rest of the game, as we didn't draw like our awesome angel. If we draw an awesome angel, we're in okay shape. Or a shard here would be nice too. So we'll take 2. Can't really give up a Mirror Knight here yet. I can play Living Totem, but I can't buff it just yet. So it looks like we'll be playing Lord Ben and then drawing 2 cards off of it. Okay, so that's good. So I'm gonna do I want to Buccaneer a Falcon? Because then he draws even more cards off of it. So I'm gonna play like my Lord Ben to block his Falcons, and then play a Totem. Oh, never mind, not play a Totem. Never mind. So I'll just block his Falcons with Lord Ben. But he's gonna draw cards off of at least one of them. If he attacks with Falconeer, I can block with Mirror Knight. Another Falconeer. Man, this is just ridiculous. I think this is pretty much game. That's like good games. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So definitely we need to draw some cards here, so it'd be nice to draw Gralk, but I don't know that it helps too much. There we go. Awesome. That helps quite a bit. So I could play Cloud Knight, I guess. I really kind of need to start gaining some life back here. Well, I can Buccaneer his Falcons, one of his Falcons, and that's a bad block for him, so we'll do that. Except I'll Buccaneer that one. And that costs 4 from the replay it, and I can attack with Angel of Dawn here. I should be able to. Yep, okay, good. He's drawing so many cards off of these Falcons, though, it's ridiculous. Plus, when they die, he draws cards off of them. I mean, he's got a crazy combo in play right now. I mean, I've got this combo too, but I'm just running one Mentalist, and so time rippling my guy, so it's gonna make it. I will never be able to play that Angel again. Taking 4. So at this point, I'll probably go ahead and block Mirror Knight Buccaneer to his Mentalist if he swings in with it. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what he swings with. Gotta start trading bodies, trying to catch up, but I don't know that I can. He definitely doesn't want to swing it with that guy. Alright, so I'll just take 4 and he'll drop 2 cards. So his card advantage is pretty crazy at this point. Yeah, his card advantage is crazy. Trading Lord Ben for an Angel of Dawn was pretty sick, not gonna lie. Okay, so Cloud Knight, I guess, to trade his things. Cloud Knight, Living Totem, I guess. So I guess we'll just throw out a Living Totem and a Cloud Knight. Now I probably actually don't want to block his guys with Cloud Knight. Cloud Knight. I don't have an attack phase, so I'm playing everything in the first main phase here. Yeah, counters my one Cloud Knight, sure. So I'm going to take 2 more. He's going to draw a bunch of cards. I still don't have an attack phase here. He can probably tempo totem at this point in time with all the cards he's drawing. Yeah, Falconeer plus these 2 cards is just wrecking my day right now. It's like good. It was good games once that happened. Like as soon as that happened, it was good games. It really was. I need to draw some removals for these Falconeers to debuff the Falcons. That's what needs to happen for me. And then I can stabilize somewhat. But, I mean, he's drawing so many cards. Draw another resource, I can replay Angel, and then if it dies, I draw tons of cards. And that can somewhat stabilize me, so maybe if I draw a resource, I'm in an okay shape. But chances are pretty good he's got some sort of something here. Okay, so he's got his guy, and Gore Feast, of course. So that should be game. I think that's going to be good games. Because, like, he can even swing with his Mirror Knight. He's just going to swing with those. Okay, I guess those by themselves win the game for him. So there you go. Couldn't stop it. He just out-tempoed twice in a row there. So 2 for Domain, 1 for me, and I get paired down for round 2. There you go. So good games for Domain. Or Doman. But, you know, honestly, I mulled 2 of those games, so, I mean, hopefully we'll have better luck for the rest of the day.